Alright guys, I hope you guys are doing great. I know it's been a while since I've done a video. A lot has happened. I've got my Senna backpack configured and I'm still kind of working some of the kinks out, so I hope you guys can bear with me. I need to get a chin skirt for my helmet to kind of reduce some of the wind noise, because I can never tell whether up or down or which way it is that makes it the worst. So try and bear with me. This one might be a little windy. I hope you guys are doing well. It's been a while, and today I kind of wanted to talk to you about something I have been thinking a lot about. As you know, I'm kind of big into personal growth. Oh, what a nice ducky. And so I wanted to talk to you guys about something that I've kind of noticed. Oh, it's another bike. And that is that when we get stressed in life can feel, we'll see if this is better. Fully locked my visor, so we'll see if that helps some. When we get stressed, it's like we start to get a mental and an emotional sunburn. And when that tends to happen, we very quickly, oh, it's a train. Oh, look, the train's gone. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we barely made it. When we get that sunburn emotionally, it makes it hard to do a lot of other things. And we often take that out on the people we care the most for. And it's unfortunate. Because what ends up happening is we do this really awful kind of thing where we think people are asking a lot of us because there's only so many fucks we can give. And they've all been given by the time we get home to our loved ones. We've been, working really hard and giving our best at work, I hope, because you should give your best. You spend a lot of your life doing it. And we give our best at work. We give our best to our clients, to every area in life. And then by the time that we are around our loved ones, we're no longer filled up. We can't fill anybody else's cup because ours is empty. And I know that for me, I run into this a lot. And it makes me kind of a bitch a lot. I like to think of myself as a pretty nice person, usually. But we all get tired and worn down, and it gets to be too much. And that can very quickly make us lose... Slow down, dude. That can quickly make us lose focus of what is actually important to us, which is unfortunate. And for example, so if you go and you have given everything you have at work, and then suddenly you are tired and grouchy and hungry, and by the time you get home, your spouse says, "Hey babe, can you bring home some food? Or can you, run to the store for something?" It feels like they're asking a lot. They're like, "Oh man, how dare you God, don't you think of me ever? Had the worst day at work and I'm so tired." And I do that a lot. My work is pretty taxing, mentally and emotionally, and especially physically. So I get to a point where I just don't have anything left. There is only so much of the Gen Pie, and I've given a lot of it by the time that I have headed for home. So there's not much left to give. So it feels like all of a sudden someone is asking me for a lot when they're just asking for a little. For me, it's usually emotional stuff. And for you guys, This will be one of those moments where you're like, God, women, you guys make something out of nothing all the time. And it's kind of true. We do make a lot out of very little, which can be good and bad, by the way. Because we can be super grateful for very little things, or we can totally be brats about it and be super ungrateful over nothing. When that happens, it's easy to forget how good you have life. And I feel like I'm getting a lot of wind noise, so if I am, I'm very sorry. I hope you guys can still hear me and that this is still worth it for you. But when you get to that point, and you have nothing to give, it feels like everything is a something. That's interesting. It feels like when they just want to be left alone, or they just want some quiet time. Feels like they're asking a lot when you want to talk, or when you just want something from home. We're gonna stop back by here. That's my favorite little thing. Oh, I think they took the bench away. Oh, that's sad. So when you head out to do something for them, you become kind of bitter. You're like, okay, I'll do it because I have to. But man, like, don't ever think about me. What the fuck? And I've learned something over this past year that I was very bad at before, and I'm still very bad at. But now I at least know it. And when you know it, you can change it. Sorry, we're kind of going on a slow ride, by the way. Just want to enjoy it. It's finally nice and a little bit of a cooler night, and I'm really just want to talk to you guys, so it might be a little boring for the view. But, you know, I realize that while it may be true that you should always want to do your best, and you should always want to give your all in everything that you do, we're going to have to turn around. You are still only 100% of whatever it is that you are made up of. So, being a human being, you only have real time for you at 100%. So think of yourself like a pie. You can only cut your pie into so many pieces. You only have so much of yourself to give before there's nothing left. Of your time, your expertise, your energy. Each day, if you're lucky, if you eat right and take care of yourself and get enough sleep, you start over with 100% pie, 100% yourself. But say you partied, or you worked too hard, or you did too much the night before and you don't get sleep, then you don't even get a full 100% to give away. And when that happens, and work starts to take 75, and life duties like laundry and chores and other shit like that begin to take away the rest, then you're down to like 10% pie left to give to the people that should get the most of your pie, that should get the most amount of your fucks. And if you don't ration your fucks well, what ends up happening is that you have no fucks left when it really matters for you to have a fucking fuck. Sorry, I'm dirty mouth tonight. So why is this important and worth talking about? Well, it's important and worth talking about because it's the relationships in your life that matter, that give you meaning, that give you substance. Especially your top 5 people. You become a lot like the 5 people you are around most. I'm going to stop here and I'm going to show you guys this because I love it. Makes me so happy. Little things, right? Oh, don't mind me. This thing is so cute. Little free library. What's awesome about it is that you can actually come and you bring a book and you take a book for free. It's pretty cute. So you can volunteer to make those around your neighborhood, and they're really awesome. And I really enjoy this spot. There used to be a bench right there, but there is no longer. So eventually you have no more fucks. Sad fucks. Zero fucks. And that's unfortunate when it comes to the people that you really care about, because they deserve more of you than anything else. I mean, it's good to be good at your job. It's good to be good at your hobbies, your sports, your writing. Those things are super important. It's super important to give a lot of yourself to personal development, because that's how you sweeten your pie. You make yourself better by investing in yourself, because you are the one thing that you get to take into every situation of your life. You will always have you. You are the only tool that in every battle you get to wield. So you might as well make yourself the sharpest and best that you can. But in the end, no matter how rich you are, no matter how successful or smart or beautiful or how much stuff you have, it doesn't matter, because it's about who you share it with. And if your ability to give zero fucks chases away all the people that you care about, you have a problem. You lose something that you can't buy, that you can't get back. And for some of those people, hello cop, that never goes away. It never gets any better. The regret of things you wish you would have done differently kind of eats at you. And I'm not one for regret. I don't believe in regret. I don't think regret is worthwhile, because regret always insinuates that you could have done something differently. And sure, while there's plenty of times where you could do things better or different in the moment, you can never go back. So regretting is pointless. Regret is kind of one of those emotions that its sole purpose is to kind of make you feel bad. And if you don't take the lessons from the particular situation that you were in that's making you regret, if you don't take the lessons, then you're hurting for no reason. There's a bug in my mouth, gross. If you don't take the lesson away, then you have paid tuition for an education you're not getting. And that's sad. That's unfortunate. Nobody really ever teaches you how to live your life. They teach you how to, go to work and get a job and make a resume and have an interview. But they never teach you why it's important to better yourself. They never teach you how to truly master your own emotions and your brain, and, how to take yourself out of the moment that you're in, out of the circumstance, and be able to step back enough away from the emotions that you can make proper choices all the time. And it is possible. It just rarely happens. And nobody teaches you that. That's something that you have to go out and you have to get. So you have to know where to give your fucks, because you have so few to really give, and you don't have a lot of time on this earth. And we all think that we'll make it better tomorrow, we'll do differently tomorrow. When we have more time, more energy, more money, then we'll treat people better, or then we'll take them on a really nice date, or really get them a really good gift that'll make up for all the bad things we've done. And the truth of the matter is, nothing really makes up for those things. I mean, sure, gifts are nice, dinners are nice, apologies when they're warranted are nice. Don't get me started on saying you're sorry if you don't mean it. It's really dumb. But it would have been better if you could have controlled yourself enough that it never would have happened at all. So I want you guys to think about that. Think about where your fucks are going. And if you're giving them to the right places and to the right people, if your life is really exactly what you want it to be, you know, because you deserve that. And the people you love and that care about you deserve that also. They deserve to have the best you that they can have. Especially in the case of children, family, a partner. Because they've attached their lives to you. They've given you a part that they don't give anybody else. Nobody can replace you. Nobody can take your place. And so you have to think about that. You don't only affect you. And when you give too much of yourself to things that you shouldn't be, you cheat other people out of what they can have of the best of you. And because life is all about the relationships that you have, then you cheat yourself out of your best possible life. Because no amount of money will be enough to replace that husband, that wife, that child, that mother, that father. Once they're gone, they're gone. And if you were busy giving all your fucks to a job that you weren't even going to have in 10 years, or schooling that was going to be over, or fuck, drinking or drugs or any of that stupid shit that you give your fucks to that rob you of your life, it's all for nothing. So my challenge to you as my first video back is challenge yourself to put your fucks in the right fucking place. Almost stalled it. I'm paying attention to the guy next to me. Put your fucks in the right place. That's my challenge to you. Think about where they're going right now. Think about the time that you're spending and put them in better spots. That TV show that you never miss, calculate how much that hour a day costs you and what you could master, what skills, what abilities, what dates you could go on, what relationships you could have, how you could better yourself. And your life will change dramatically. Dramatically. Nothing can compare. So I hope y'all are had a fantastic video. It's good to be back. We'll see how many I can kind of get out to you before the weather is no longer appropriate to do so. I've missed quite a few months of the good times, but due to some things, personal life things that have been going on, every time I got in front of the camera, I just didn't have a lot of good things to say as far as wisdom and motivation. And I'm glad that I could have this chat with you tonight and talk to you about a subject that means a lot to all of us. And that if you can truly master it, your life will be so much better. So, thanks guys. I hope you have a good one. Glad to be back. Comment, subscribe, like.